Ana program yo engarete talaran kale ngole tiang kelugu huwa pagne tangi tungalugu arai ngeko kaitoto ikalelo kaitoto ya kabong patu kuwa paki ngole tiang ngikalelo patu kuwa paki ngole tiang huwa pagne tangalelo arangi ngeko kaitoto nyiwa peto luaik community epote aneni iwapagne tengi yokai totoi yimkumai ula bokora potungi muliai ani er kakina neni potun korwa ula jie potun korio ula manenik gua pagi ngikorio ingole tiang toriko ekimomloru logo gua pagi ngikalelo eli gua pagnete ngole tiang ora iwa pagnete ngole tiang arangi kalelo
Itunga Ateker cluster. All members of the Ateker cluster would like to recognize the presence of the Kenyan delegation in our midst tonight. We are in company of His Excellency Jeremiah Ekamas Lomurikai Napotikan, the governor from Kenya, the governor from Turkana County from Kenya. We also recognize the presence of the county secretary, Mr. Peter Eripet. He is the head of public service, Turkana County government. We also recognize the presence of honorable members of the County Assembly, Turkana County, and we are glad that there are about 10 members in our presence. You're all most welcome. We are happy that you've come to grace the occasion with us. In our midst, we also have the County Executive Committee members and other county chief officers, making a total delegation from Turkana and West Pokot, a number of 100 people. Ikidiaunta esi dadang, you're most welcome to Napeikori grounds as we celebrate the cultural event Karenga Chapter 2024, the 9th edition.
Arain kalelo ating moletian awatama Karenga district. Uwa pakinete arain kalelo ulia Kabang district. Ndolo. Etu pakinete hik uwe yari tanyu wapeto. Etu pakinete kalelo. So etiata komina ani etu pakinete ekunya neni epoteni nikumai etu pakinete ni wapeto Eliama akwanjada adam Eliama akwanjada adam Atu pagnete nikumai alai nikorio Atu pagnete nikorwa Lwana jiye Atu pagnete nikorio Atu nkorewa Uwa pokot Atu kaitoto yo kulu kabil Enyal kainga tunyo Estul community Uwa tekeri ateso Angi Turkana Angi topoza Angi jangatom Atu pagnete nikumae Arangi muriae Ulu apian Lakara Emobolo Etalio Lakara Ajo ke Eliamana kwanza neda adam Alakara tekera dolun Alakara kimumore talio Alakara Ajoki Angaleu Alakara teker Achamiki Etalakade Ayoko teker ngine buntaro toma Kenya Ena erikite kapolo ngolo county twane beko yo Jeremia Eka mais Ape kekeru kutoli Olo Enyarita ilo borukai Napotikan Kare kapolo nega bana ola Turkana county Alota mapukani ngana Kenya Echamita kitala nabo epi alokidin kejola re karan ola jartai estapita eripete ingedara ya kapoloni ole porokin neni girere ngetualo tit alotoma Turkana county Echamita kitala nabo peida embe memba alokidin kejola re kapoloni ngolo aka yangena irore ngakro nankela alotoma Turkana county ejakali ngetuwa ngule kutoka ikeli ngule dote memba ngatomon Echamta kitala nabo epe kapolo nalo kidin kajipei ola re erwadit yakale ko le do ten kanalo to ma pilingna so ara kale nge yo peyo ate kargle bundalo Kenya etunga ule do le te amia ta pei e kala kara ponero noi e kala kara ponre ate numuno metal logo kala kara teker Ikalelo lugu lakara teker adolun uwa pakintom kalelo arangi wapeto ikaitoto yokolo ik community uwa pakinto uwa peto aranga itoto nikumai
Ulu abokora. Wapagnete. Hukumae. Arangi muriae. Kaitoto yoko muriae mul. Ulu apian. Kabilatuk. Wapagnete mul. Arang kaitoto yoko. Nikora. Nikiye. Wapagnete. Nikora arang. Nikora wa. Ulu apokot. Tuka modat. Wapagnete mul arangi ngatunyo. Eriama karunada adang. Eriama karunada adang. Eriama karunada adang ateker. Ayapoya kapolone kadolun. Lakalaki momor. Najokan.
Kami tayo na bo akitala kare ayo ko te Karenga bunta lo tama South Sudan ya kapolo ni MP Maritino Duar lo loka kape kakeru kutogi bibiana kandido wako kuno ya bunta lo South Sudan iye kakeru kutogi pe ya kapolo ngone nyar tay Samuel kon kopa Roma era ye pe ngolo pare alu bagi ta karo na kedel ake one karu ngalipyo ngari yang tomon ak todole karu ngalipyo ngari ang tomon ngari ekala kara onde mo mati na yakao kidin kode ape ka madam Bibiana ekala kara ponere at mumuno metal wala ankare mojong oro kona itia ne aro tomana pe kori ground Karenga town council Karenga district kala kara ndo ya ponere
Ye ulu wapagnete ngole tiang kalelo. Lakara teker. Lakara kalelo. Lakaran kumang lutianege. Wapagnete kalelo arang kumai. Lu abokora napa. Hukumai mul. Hukumai mul. Kaitotoy, iken wapagnete kalelo. Wapagnete kalelo, hukumai arangi muriye. Muriye wapagnete. Hukumai muriye. Kaitotoy lo arapian, anabelatu, anakapiripiri. Wapagnete hukumai. Wapagnete hukumai muriye arangi kolonga. Kaitotoy yakulu. Wapagnete muriye arangi kora ijiye wapagnete muriye botum kolonga eriama karna dadang Victoria kalelo ngul palinto koletiang ala kara tekerang koletiang ari kinie tekerna etan logo akara mitianaga lo boboran ekivil boboro kala kara boboro patan la kara noi tekerna kianege dada ite zonglu yanege Polam le yanege, ni kai toto ilu, jangan tamu le yanege, lakara noi, apolo na damu yanege, iklakara dolu na kimomor kapei, etale ankari mojong, etale ate kerda dangan ini dia, iklakara dolu, emomorio kaya kivil, emomorio kalakara, toye kivil narubanu. Dolia la karana banu.
Attacker cluster. We want to thank all of you for coming to celebrate together with us here, and would like to recognize the presence of our attacker members who joined us from South Sudan. under the leadership of Honorable Martin Odwar Loloka and Izen Tuareg Bibiana. They are all from South Sudan. We appreciate and thank you for coming, and we welcome you to the Pekori grounds and so that we can celebrate together. Thank you very much.
Itu angule yakal kingada dang tolong tutoma adalah kapolon. Itu angule yakal kingada dang tolong tutoma adalah kapolon. Tokek nangalupan adalah kapolon alfama dangkang de. Alamak kapolon kita tayenda dang lu yakal toma tolong tutoma nak panja. Kita tayetoma tipai. Itu aku dah jangan tinggal ada nama tolong tutup nama alamak ada dua kapolon.
Kelakaran doi, dah kongres muntere. Itu orang lu rokok ya kan tinggal, rokok ya dua kapolon. Saya camta ketua dah tolong muncul mana ke? Hotel ni abu dua kapolon tadi abu andang kecuna kena nege. Ike momoruai ape kelakaran doi ikumai ate kering na polon kelakaran
Empire. Kaboom!
Ate Karenga yaking ada adang tolong tutoma apa kapolon alamun tomane naluban tolong tutoma ada adang apa kapolon alamun apa kapolon alamun naluban tolong tutoma ada adang toma ate Karenga adang ne roko yakinga tolong tutoma Eriki tekimomor arangi ngoletiang utungan lu ala Karenga district eyan ni yang ya eyan porein eyan mending altomata Karenga angoletiang kederi tekimomor wapakintom kalelo ikalelo wapakintom ngoletiang wapakintom kalelo arangi ni ko ay toto ngulu hik Luenyan tangi wapeto, ikevi wapito, ikalelo. Tatu pakiri, ikumae. Iwapagnete ikumae. Arangi murie. Iwapagnete murie. Arangi koroi. Ulu anajie. Iwa pagne tenkore. Ara ingi kono wa tekere nguna ngatiyo. Alotoma tour community abim. So kilipita ngonda adanga tolom tutoma. Ay dolu akapolon. Adolu akapolon. So kilipita tolom tutoma. Adolu akapolon. Itunga da tolom tutoma. Erikito ekimomor arang moletiang.
Ekolo ngulu eboliave etunga ngulu ka modat district lagara noy aya ngole tiang e pade wadio e pade wadio e chaka do wadio tori kitongo tonga wadio wadio ankale ekwaria
Jubilee students, wherever you are, please get closer to the stage. Jubilee students, please come closer. Jubilee students, wherever you are, please come to the backstage right about now.
Ushers, please go where the water is. Please, ushers, go to the point where the water is. Under the tree. All the ushers, please go under the tree there where the water is packed.
He will be informed when we start the anthems, then we shall inform the students. So we have to move with him.
Let the student come here. Behind.
Patron Patriotism Club, Jubilee 2000 SS Karenga, you're needed at the backstage with your students immediately.
atobolia kede ete anga bale ngoto boko to kinara kinanga to kamera na ba radio so atobolia kede ro kidari te kapolon elomuni nkwaria ngule bolia ve kala kara nkwaria ngimuriai ngikorio ngikuma kala kara pandra teker. We recognize the arrival of Honorable Lukwang Phillips P1, a member of Parliament, Napoleon West, the host for this cultural festival.
For all.
We are being accused of mentioning Ngekwaria on the stage. Ngekwaria Kwaria on the stage. Yes. Kalakara no ya tekera boli yakin. Kalakara tekera boli yakin. Ele to le ro ya de kinga. E ke chama ginga jamar tolo mo ma ti pay ane ara apoya ka polonia dolun. Apoya ka polonia dolun. E ke chama ginga e da nga jamar tolo mo to ma. Kwaria, yes.
You stop that. Itan tang tunga dadang. To. Itan tang tunga dadang to wetan ni yakali. To wetan tunga ni yakali. To wetan tunga dadang ni yakali. Adolwe ayapoy kapolo na lomul. Toma. Procession? Hello. Isoro de ya. Erikito. Erikito, yes. Yes. Potu kaledo. Potu kumai. Potu muriai. Potu.
De bad ni korbe cham ta round the last. Ikilakara no wai ikilakara teker ikilakara buku ikiyane ikrikit edalo a epitongole lo dia program ye ine ye lo yera Alfred e yai odo Samuel Bangamoy e yai honorable Lotinya e yai nangole Jennifer Nege ikithingara kinta yen akithimo bwaro na do bangona ka kwarana ikilakara teker ma tangi koria ma tangi korio ma tangi de ankumai matang dang atunyo, matang kaleso, matang atunyo. Ikilipitu nugu, echamita etorama yedi da so emakina ngutwa to huwa, ikwana to ya space anenu wadio, echamita ngutwa ngulu anga video, torami yede jok. So kuwa to wengi tunga lowa lo tele kina ndege worori wadio ikilakana no oi kite woni mona kania ikilakana no oi kijaunta ya dadang kijaunta tala jokota uli ya kadine mulu kithinga rakinto akidi mobwer nga yakadu bana kwarna iya kadi Karenga district ikiriki tongi de ngole tiang imama yo ori inumnumi atala Karamoja ikilakana ko be wengulu yene ikilakara kai to ule ponta la Kenya Turkana ikilakara ule ponta la South Sudan kana boy ikilakara ke yangi nyanga to merake dolunto ikijaunta na vuban e yaga ine inumunumio etal ngola Karamoja e roto ngole rikite tal ngola Karamoja e yaga ine boko inumunumio yaga une yoko da danga na kana ina ketal kana bo eto pakini ekivil kakito poloroi epitengolo iriktere amone agotere to kolera yoko kwam ikilakara no wai ijaunta kapolo kule gelgela kale yakavine ijaunta tala jokota kule yakavine ijaunta ngaronget mina kai waro ijaunta nyoko kai toto ijaunta dadanga ber. Today we are gathered here celebrating Karamoja cultural event. The event of the day, the theme of our being here today is celebrating cultural diversity, peaceful coexistence, and embracing tourism for sustainable development. We take the honor to welcome you all here. We welcome all the artists. We welcome all the partners, the civil society organizations. We welcome our neighbors from Acholi, from Langa, from Teso, and from Pokot. If there are people from Kenya coming from West Pokot, you are very much welcome to Karenga district. ikla karankale so ikla karando lun kadana district kati working ka pe kan de ngole jang na kwarna inum numi kan ngolo ang de Karamoja ikla karano way
Ateker tu yai, ala kara ateker noi, ayah kaun kapei, eti momor kapei, aku mor kapei, hotel.
Very good. Yamo kariye bona wala. Kunyo yamo kariye bona tul. Lepana nguriyo ko kuje po. Iwane atekere, bateno muno me, ale ngolo yoko. Iwane atekere, bateno muno me, ale ngolo yoko. Wone nyi Karamoja mo.
There is a call for our resident district commissioner, Mr. Tukedi. Please, you are requested to go and open access to the car. Your car is blocking access to the venue. Resident District Commissioner, Mr. Tukedi, if wherever you are, please get to the car and extend the car from wherever it is. Kilo mutu tungato maya mamna babo ngortinga anera kibongo yotinga mamna beti dalo kichama kilera yala muntinga ita ni tunga ita tunga ngulu anga video ya gram nga video dogo baki ni tunga ya joka ni baki chami dalo kama kini ya na video e mamka une pite
Atoramani toroi, kota karai kisi ande, kota kota pagi ande, kota to boljata ande, kota kala karos ande. Iwane atekere, kote no muno me, dale ngolo yoko. Iwane atekere, kote no muno me, dale ngolo yoko. Iwane nyi Karamoja mo, kote no muno me, dale ngolo yoko.
Ateker no way ya kaun kapei, eti momor kapei, aku mor kapei. Kelakara noi, ikumai, ikale mulu yane, ingale tiada dang lu yane ge, imuria lu kiyane ge, ateker dadang naik yane ge, kelakara no way, ayah kaun kapei.
Amotokang na ara UBG 876B. Ebe koi kidiyotokdi amotokang na golteru kude. A golterot kindly relocate the car registration number UBG 876B. It is blocking our access this side. The owner of this car is requested to relocate it. UBG 876B. Relocate that car, it is blocking our access.
Etakani ikoni ayapu ya kapoloni adolun. Aralega beko yane roko darte ya kapolon. Echuro kidi ayo kokituk. Mare na boa radio. Adolun ya kapoloni pampap. Nyamagina hondonga o. Ane arai nyacha miteka zuko utapuana lalan noi. Anicha roko ngen darte peza logo. Echuro kidi. Ako kokituka. Mare na boa radio ana. Ek momora na kituku yok. Kera ngide ang muriay, momora kide ake chakituk. Kera ang kumay, kongna pay. Kera ang koryo, ikongna pay. Kera ang kalezo, ikongna pay. Kera ang yelda ang porein, ikoni awalikinay. To likidi kera mo yada chamitel. Ngide kor kongina. Alo. Ingitakin Kalam Jonathan buna alo lo podium. Kalam Jonathan. Health assistant. Bwana alo. Kalam Jonathan. Nkoriari ka ngulu. Ngukuma ngulu ba yogorare ka ngulu. Ongna nkumai. Ongna. Nuwa peto ngulu che ku alo te gidi amato bonge te kui.
Che. Right, 1, 2. Che. Right, 1, 2. 1, 2. Right, 1, 2.
Balam sounds on stage.
Che. 1, 2.
Balam sounds, come here. Balam sounds. Manager Balam sounds. Jangu. Manager Balam sounds. Jangu.
We need this car removed from here. It is blocking people from the other side. Let this car be taken the other side.
They are saying this car, that truck, the truck, not the car, the truck.
Ikila Karenga ngole tiang. Ikila Karenga jawngi pe yok lore. Iki ya Karenga district. Iki numing aduban nguna Karimojong. Towe monong itunga alomu e kapolon toma. Towe monong itunga jautu.
Aleni kia dadang atau watalo mo kapolon. Ni kurban wero ko dama tengul. Towe ta neni alomo kapolon.
Emam arlo di Ikijaunta yedi dadang, kijaunta yedi Karenga district, ikinumnum.
Dadang. Dadang anak boy lokej.
Tonyo tukuntunga adolu ya kapolon.
Right, 1, 2. Che. 1, 2. 1, 2. Che. 1, 2. Right, 1. Yes, MC on the stage. Go on. MC on stage. Go on. Play some music. DJ volume. Volume. Play aya.
Districts. Your Excellency de Bokora, every group in Karamoja has a totem that they respect and praise. The Dodos praise the Royal Antelope, the Napore praise the Royal Antelope, locally called Yemoletiang. the Bokora praise the turtle, and the gentleman in the red, the Dodos praise the ostrich. Next to that are the pian. The pian praise the star grass, Nimuriai. They call them Nimuriai in Karamoja. After the pian, we have the ik. The ik praise the ilan. It's called locally Ewapet in Karamoja. Ewapet. The next group, the ladies that are dancing with those flexible skirts are the Pokot of Amudat. The Pokot of Amudat praise and respect the buffalo. They are called Nikorowa. Your Excellency, the parade, this part of the parade is the most important aspect of the cultural event, usually every year when it's organized. The cultural parade allows the different groups in Karamoja to showcase the different dancing styles, the dress code, and many aspects of that particular group. That's why you can see them. They come with the animal they praise, the dress code, and then the different type of dances. The next are the Mazemiko of Moroto. The Mazemiko of Moroto praise and respect the giraffe. That's why during the early time of before independence, the office in Moroto, the regional office in Moroto was called Abidehuri. It ousted and housed the then regional administration of Karamoja. They are the people dressed in the animal skins that is purely processed for the purpose of dressing. They are displaying the flag, their flag and the national flag. Your Excellency, every year when we converge together as the Karamoja and the Ateke to celebrate the Karamoja Cultural Festival, it allows us have an opportunity to have dialogues for different groups, for the youth, for the women, for the elders, and then the cross-cultural dialogue. The cross-cultural dialogue that brings in South Sudan, Turkana, West Pokot, and the Karamoja, and the neighboring districts in Uganda. It allows us to discuss peaceful coexistence and efforts to sustain peace. Sustain peace. So, for the last few days, Karenga was a beehive of activities, and we had those dialogues. It was round by the dialogue of the elders, with all these groups having the solutions that are given to the leaders. Your Excellency, the next group, again, is another part of the IC group. They have a unique dance, they have a unique dress code, and a unique language that when they speak, all the rest of us cannot hear them. We can hear, but we cannot understand what they say. Your Excellency, like my colleague said, we have all the groups from Karamoja, we have groups from Turkana, headed by the governor of Turkana County himself, is here amidst us. We have some groups from South Sudan, with a representation led by one of their members of Parliament. The group that is following, you can see them, they all are donning a unique headgear. The dress code is different. What they are putting on their heads is different. That is the group of the Karamoja Elders Council. They have joined the young people to showcase and support them in the cultural performances in Karenga. Your Excellency, you can see the way the elders are moving. They are led by Nangiro Simon, is the chairman Karamoja Elders Council, a loose association of all the elders of Karamoja that supports most of the programming around peace for elderly and for the Karachuna. They've been talking to the Karachuna about giving out the guns and accepting peace and settle down to do livelihood activities, taking advantage of all the government programs. The next group are the tour of Abim district. You can see the unique dance they are performing there. It's different again from that how the others have been dancing. No, the dance. The dance, I was consulting, the dance of the tour they are doing is male bull. The next group, Your Excellency, are again part of the host community, the Rimoletian of Karenga. You can see they are carrying a very large flag, a banner that has the colors of Uganda. It has the Rimoletian, the animal, the totem that the Napore praise and respect. Your Excellency, the unfortunate bit is this animal, because of its nature of being gentle, has succumbed to the natures of human-wildlife conflict, and they have become very rare in Kidepo. We have been discussing with UA to see how we can translocate some of this, the raw antelope from Pianupe to Kidepo, being an animal that is raised by the Napore people. The few that are here are at the escarpment near Zulia Mountains. It's very difficult to reach and be able to view them by the young people who are now just growing up. Can we be quick? Let's be fast. Let's be fast. Your Excellency, Your Excellency, today with you here to celebrate the 9th edition of the Karamoja Cultural Festival are a number of our ministers and members of Parliament from across the region, Karamoja, and others from outside, and then our colleagues from Turkana and South Sudan. We have a member of Parliament from South Sudan. I give an opportunity, we are going to introduce them to you, Your Excellency. The next group is the Karachuna. Oh, the next group are the Nikalelo, the ostriches. These are the people of Kabom district, the Dodos. Your Excellency, the Dodos are both in Kabom and there's another group here in Karenga. But they all praise and respect the ostrich as their totem. And they are singing the song in praise of the ostrich. That has become like one of the unique songs that represents one of the anthems. We are requesting that the reformed youth, the Karachuna, those that gave up arms, who are using the arms to raid livestock, cows, as it was an economic activity, but denounced it because they found out that peace is very important. You are requested to join the procession so that Mzee can see you. He needs to see how, after meeting him last time in Rajtura and Chankwanzi, to see how reformed you are, and he listens to the efforts that you've made towards peace.
As the procession is coming to the end, Yemoya group, Anachawen, we should get ready. No,
Your Excellency, that group that is fast approaching towards the middle area where you can view them are the GA of Kotido. They are a group of people that praises and respect the Ani Baja. In the local language, it's called Ekore. As the procession is coming to an end, the Emoya group of Napore are asked to prepare to come and showcase that unique dance to His Excellency, and then the Achawen dance of Nyangea. Those two groups should quickly be ready. Dejiye, Nikorea Kwanyautu, Kwanyautu Amela, Itetewa Itubori. Kikirikiru no Kingaren. Kiwanyaki, Kiburuburakili, Yakaraka Kozu Ache, Zubanu Ache. Kiburuburakili. Ah, Nikorea, Kidaboli Adaris Tepia. Your Excellency, those are the GA of Kotido. They are singing their song, asking everybody else to look at the Korea, how they dance, what they do while they are standing. They have massively mobilized to storm Karenga. You can see they are a very large group. Ajanai Nikorea, Keburbura Kiranutava, Elambura Magakira, and Yakago. Kacheri boy, chairman. Let them move. Anakama Mikutumori, I have again, I Jebore. Acha na hii.
Because of that, let the other two teams.
Emoya dance. Emoya. Tadakali kini ama lofuraiti. Tadakali wa ama yege ni tonga ya tapelina. Nikora ikitumori ya loa ya ni ara wote zitanze ya kukupa adoro. Kawanya apua kwa vile radio. Unaenda kuanya dola ba. Aja nai, keberbedaan mana yang selalu terdengar ini okorongos wala, toku beda agero, kema manyara uliang buli kapolo kipiga alang hari ni ada nama rebong lagi, logo pirmoy, bagero tu ang bawa alang hari.
Yeah.
Ngimale niko mula babo uta. Ngimale niko mula tuborori ngikorio. Ane elojari ngikorio. Todaun ko pare. Emma chimala ametali yo. Kibo ikino ngitunga. Grupo lo kemo ya. Grupo lo kemo ya. Toda kali kidia mala ema. Amadena dongare ama. Toda kali kidia ama. Kidongare ene kenbi ya kalko. Ane areja ngaitu ngati vinu kwa kidia ama. Buang amoy itu kemo ya toda kali kidia ama. Kiboy gitu emoya to bahali kidi awa ane do hayat emoya tachuna kina achawen ulala nyangia kibor berarti to ya piye dalo muze the Karachuna the group there in yellow are the reformed warriors, those that are brought back. The people you are seeing here in front of you in yellow, those people in front, allow me to view the Karachuna. Those are the reform warriors that voluntarily brought back the guns during the period of amnesty that you gave them, within which they voluntarily should bring back the guns. And those who are refusing to bring who refuse to bring the guns within that period will then face the wrath of our forces. They are the group that listened to your message and returned the guns. And at some point, you had invited them to Rakitura and to visit some other farms. We asked them to come here so that they be part of the cultural festival, so that then they are able to, if there's any message that will come from them, it should pass to you. They were part of the dialogue of the Karachuna, the youth. That was conducted on Thursday, and we had the Minister of State for Youth and Children participate with them. Your Excellency, on the stage behind there is a group of the Napore, They are presenting a dance, a unique dance to the Napore people called Emoya. We have asked them to go out there because if they were to come here, the dust would actually cover all of us here. In like a chopper was landing here. So we have asked them to go up so that they can dance. You will be able to view them on the monitors on the stage, rather on the side of the stage. A microphone acha wenda bakalikidia ama kiburuburake tadakalikidia ama kiburuburake ya enna kiburuburake Your Excellency, those are the Nyania are an ethnic group in Karenga district. That is a unique dance to the Nyania. Now, that group, the language of the Nyania is, Your Excellency, one of the languages that is unique like the one of the Ik. The unfortunate bit, they have been assimilated to the other communities. We are trying to do an intangible recreation of the language of the Nyania. There are groups that are moving to consult the elders in order to write the Nyania language so that then they can teach back to the children, the young ones. Now they are singing in that language. That is the language, the Nyania language. They can also give you a microphone. As a member of Parliament, Your Excellency, I even don't understand that language. When I am there, I need translation. As the MC, I don't know even what I should say, what they are singing. Unless I pick maybe what they have integrated in it. Your Excellency, as Karenga and as the host district, I know at some point in time our minister, the woman will still say it, but we want to thank you for supporting the Karamoja Cultural Festival hosted in Karenga this year. It was with your support that all this was able to happen with these massive numbers and organization. Excellency, we were not able to have enough to come to perform the different dances because we don't have enough time. All the groups to come and showcase. We picked those two because they are unique to Karenga. Because they are unique to Karenga, we want to appreciate the cultural diversity of Karamoja and Karenga, particularly Karenga as a district. That's why we just picked those two. Your Excellency, our program is the chair, the Central Organizing Committee of Karenga and the District Chairperson of Karenga. We invite him to make his remarks and then invite the Chairperson Karamoja Cultural Association. Thank you. Mata teker, mata juji, mata to yakas. Nimala ingat tungal, punyai. Nimala ingat tungal, kamala nimala ni. Emma macam dana boleh group. Emma mela. Aja nai. Emma mela. Your Excellency, that's another unique group in Karenga. They are the many. In our constitution, they are number 54. I think 54 in our schedule of tribes in this country. They are a group in Karenga as well. They are called the Mening, but also the Ketebo. They have a unique dance also called Nakatara, which is very different from the people of Nakore and the Nyania. They have forced themselves to the stage because they wanted you to see them. With your permission, we could give them 2 minutes. My colleague, the MP of Nakore West, is where the Mening belong. Even him, he doesn't understand the Mening because it's from this side. Even what they are singing, he doesn't pick. Etemokinicho, atoboni papa ina kaya pak ni chairman, kati otoloto kaya kera mwe na yotoro. Kichoria ro pap, chairman bra. Malata yake anatekeleza hata ndio kale abala pia kale na bon. Your Excellency General Yoweri Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, honorable ministers, members of Parliament, distinguished guests, delegations from Kenya, Sudan, South Sudan, and Ethiopia, distinguished guests, fellow local government leaders, elders, ladies and gentlemen, and the great people of Ataker. Mata to Yakas, Mata Jauta President, Museveni oye! Museveni oye! Ataker oye! Alakarano oye! Your Excellency, My name is Felix Mark Lochale. I'm the district chairperson of Karenga district. But I also double as the chairperson of the district chairpersons of Karamoja sub-region, and also the chairperson of the Central Organizing Committee of the Karamoja cultural event, Karenga Shafta 2024. Your Excellency, before I get to my speech, allow me recognize all the groups that are here. Your Excellency, we have the people of Napore here. President. We have the Nyanya who have just been singing. We have the Mening here. We have the Dodos. President. We have the Hik here. We have the Geo here. We have the Bokora from Napak district. We have the Maganiko from Moroto, the Tepes from Moroto again, the Pokot from Amudat district, the Pen from Nabila Tuk and Nakapriprit district. We have here the Kadama people again of Nakapriprit. We have a Tur community here. The Tur community, please greet the President. Also, within the attack area, we have people who have moved all the way from Tessoland. The Itesot, please greet the President. Raise up your hands to greet the President. Outside Uganda, we have a population or a delegation from the Turkana land. Maatanu Turkana, the Malkayakan Kamalata President. Eklakara Karenga district. We have here a delegation from South Sudan. Please, from wherever you are, raise your hands to greet the President. Your Excellency, allow me recognize the leaders who are here. I want to start with my colleagues, the district chairpersons and mayors of the Karamoja sub-region. Colleagues, you move forward and wave at the President. Move forward. Yeah, I have the region of Kabang district. I have Ariko, the west of Abim district. I have Lote Pine Cornwall, the son of the peasant of Kotira district. Lobot, Nangole of Amuda district. I have Nangre John of Nakapripirit district. Kodet John Paul the Tex of Napak district. And Korean David of Maroto district. And the two mayors, Mohammed Ismail of Moroto district and the mayor of Kotida district. Huh? Thank you. You can get. Also, Your Excellency, I want to recognize the presence of the governor of Turkana County here. If you can move forward to come and greet the President. Thank you for coming with your delegation. I also have here a number of resident district commissioners. Resident district commissioners, move forward and wave at the President. Resident district commissioners. Okay. Wave at the President. Thank you so much for coming for this function. They're still moving, please. Thank you. I have the Presidential Coordinator for Mobilization for Northern Uganda, Mr. Odesh Bosco. He came all the way from Gulu, and
is the one mobilizing equally for the Karamoja sub-region. Thank you for coming. I have here the members who helped me in organizing this function. They have to be recognized. Members of the Central Organizing Committee, please rise up. Members of the Central Organizing Committee for the Karamoja cultural event, please move forward. Wave to the President. Thank you so much for organizing this function. It's a 4-member committee comprised of 2 ladies and 3 gentlemen. I also have the Resource Mobilization Committee, which was based in Kampala. It would be robbery not to recognize them here, led by Amali Juliana. There are 7, but the ones we have here are only 3. Thank you for the good work that you did. I have here district speakers and district councillors. District speakers and district councillors, please wave out to the President. The district councillors. I have here all of the chairpersons of all the Karamoja sub-region. All of these chairpersons rise up and move forward and greet the President. Next will be the Chief Administrative Officers, please. Chief Administrative Officers and local government civil servants. Please greet the President. Okay. There is a partners from wherever you are. You greet the President. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, today is a momentous occasion for the people of Karenga and the entire Karamoja region as we gather here to celebrate our rich cultural heritage. And most importantly, welcome His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda. It is an immense honor for us to host Your Excellency and have you join us as we celebrate the beauty of our culture and traditions. This is the 9th edition of the Karamoja cultural event with the theme celebrating cultural diversity, peaceful coexistence, and embracing tourism for sustainable development. We are happy that you have honored the invite to officiate this occasion, and it's my prayer that you continue to officiate similar upcoming occasions. Your Excellency, the people of Karamoja are deeply grateful to your continued commitment to the development of the region. Through your leadership, we have witnessed tremendous progress in various sectors, including security, infrastructure, education, and health. Your efforts to ensure that the people of Karamoja enjoy the same opportunities for growth and development as other regions of Uganda have not gone unnoticed. And we are proud to be part of the journey towards a more prosperous and united nation. Again, I want to thank you for the upcoming projects like the International Airport, the GROW project, fencing of Kidepo Valley National Park, and the tarmacking of Kitgum to Karenga Road. As we celebrate this cultural event today, we acknowledge the important role that culture plays in shaping our identity and values. Our traditions, music, dances, and customs are not just symbols of the past, but they are the foundation upon which we build our future. We take pride in our heritage, and we remain committed to preserving and promoting it for the future generations. Your Excellency,
In line with government's vision for national development, we are excited to share with you progress of your presidential initiatives on wealth creation like the parish development model. And for Karenga alone, we have given out money to 4,116 beneficiaries, worth 7 billion disbursed. While for Myoga, we disbursed 1 billion shillings. We also want to thank you for other initiatives like skilling of youth at the presidential hub in Park District. These programs have brought meaningful change to our communities, empowering our people with opportunities for economic advancement, self-reliance, and improved livelihoods. All we need now is easy access to finances from financial institutions like Uganda Development Bank to support local businesses so as to spur economic growth in order to fulfill your dream for economic development and poverty reduction. I also want to specifically thank you for the current peace in the region, and that's why we are able to gather here in big numbers. Your Excellency, I want to thank you for the choice of the current 3rd Division leadership. I must say, as leaders of Karamoja, we are working on well with them. May I request our brothers in uniform, both the police and the army, thank you so much to over the president. Thank you for the good work you are doing. We are confident that with your continued support, Karamoja will rise to even greater heights. We look forward to working closely with the government to address the remaining challenges, and we are committed to ensuring that the people of this region are active participants in the national development agenda. As we welcome you today, Your Excellency, I want to express our heartfelt gratitude to your contribution of 200 million shillings and for your presence at this cultural event. Thank you so much. You made this very easy for the Central Organizing Committee and leaders to have this event a success. Your visit is a testament to your ensuring connection with the people of Karamoja and your recognition of the importance of cultural events like this in promoting peace, unity, and development. Your Excellency, I want to thank you for recognizing the minority groups in Karamoja, most especially the Hik and the Tepes. We request that you have a deliberate effort to recognize the remaining groups for self-government. You saw the Nyang'ia, you have heard of the Kadam, you've heard of the Menin. We need your strong hand here as you did to the rest of the groups. Your Excellency, as we celebrate this occasion, allow me to present some of the challenges we are facing as a district. One of it is the issue of problem animals. Over 20,000 households are going to be food insecure because of crop damages occasioned by crop raids by wild animals. In the northern part of this Karamoja, there is no compensation that has been given to our people. We are happy that you are going to fence this. We wish that this comes faster. Issues of connectivity, Your Excellency. We are happy that the Kitugum to Karenga Road is being earmarked for tarmac, but it is taking too long. We request that you expedite the process. Equally, Moroto, Kotido, Kabong to Kidepo Road equally requires your attention. The other one is the disunity of leadership here. Is affecting service delivery. We need your hand to cause dialogue so that our people reap from your government. In closing, allow me on behalf of the people of Karenga District
and the entire Karamoja region to once again express our deepest appreciation to your leadership and unwavering dedication to the development of our region. We pledge our full support to your government's program and look forward to continued collaboration for the betterment of our communities. Welcome to Karenga, and thank you for choosing Karenga always. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the COC committee members, the Resource Mobilization Committee of Kampala, Operation Wealth Creation, ministries, government agencies, the leadership of Karenga District, Karamoja districts, development partners, the people of Karenga, and individuals for the support they rendered towards the success of this cultural event. I also want to thank the leadership of the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, under the docket of the Minister for Culture, Honorable Dr. Peace Mutosi Nakiru, and our technical team for the support and guidance for the success of this event. Thank you, Your Excellency, for honoring us with this presence. We pledge our support to you and your government as we get to the mighty year 2026. May God bless you, and may God bless the people of Atekel, and I wish you all journey mercies for God and my country. Thank you so much. I welcome you all to Karenga District. That was the speech from the chairman, LC 5. I take this opportunity to welcome the elders to present the resolutions of the meeting. You're welcome.
Your Excellency, the resolutions of the Karamoja Cultural Events Dialogues. My name is Longoli Simon Peter. I'm the director of Karamoja Herders of the Horn, formerly Karamoja Development Forum, a research and advocacy pastoralist organization. We, the Karamojong people, gathered here at Napekori grounds, Karenga Town Council, in Karenga District at this 2024 Karamoja Cultural event with a shared purpose and a collective spirit, acknowledge and recognize the unique challenges and opportunities that our region faces. We acknowledge that 65% of the population of 1.4 million is trapped in household poverty against a national average of 30%. With 80% of our people reliant on non-party, government interventions in the region do not always make it to the region, and that there are problems with corruption, unequal distribution, and disparities that perpetuate iniquities, and are far knowledgeable of the constitutional provisions that guarantee affirmative action to address historical issues and ensure equity. We further acknowledge gains made by the security forces and several other actors over the last year in ensuring a more conflict region, and further that our overriding imperative is to secure our communities. Your Excellency, in recognizing this among others, the committee for this year's KCE chose the event theme, celebrating cultural diversity, peaceful coexistence, and embracing tourism for sustainable development. In 5 meetings on Karamoja's immediate future, our people have made the following commitments. Our youth, in particular the reformed youth, have committed to meaningfully engage in productive economic activities provided by government, the private sector, and non-governmental entities. They are further committed to support and enroll their families in primary education where a free and equitable education system is available, to enroll themselves into available targeted skilling programs that will enhance our financial prospects and those of our households. Our women have committed to continue talking to our young people, the Karashuna, for them to support disarmament, handover of weapons, and seek alternatives to generate wealth and continue to support voluntary disarmament. To educate the community about the negative impacts of alcohol consumption, particularly its effect on health, gender-based violence, and cattle rustling. To seek out and mobilize street children in our communities, assert their placement in appropriate institutions, and follow up and monitor their upbringing and well-being within those. Our elders have committed to act as enablers and use and rely on our traditional practices and knowledge to guide and ensure the peaceful sharing of pasture, water, and other resources. They are further committed to share resources among neighboring communities, especially where resource sharing agreements are participatory to our communities and are exhaustive. They have committed further to allow the mobility of wildlife with livestock and assist the Uganda Wildlife Authority to deal with poaching. As Atekeri peoples, particularly those living the experiences of cross-border life and those neighboring Karamoja, we have committed to follow and respect resource sharing agreements among our regions and nations to ensure the peaceful coexistence of our communities and to hold regular dialogues across our borders. We have further committed to enable the continuous disarmament of the youth in the Ateker cluster. Your Excellency, now that we have given our own commitments to better our situation, we additionally resolve as follows. Before I proceed with the resolutions, I wish to emphasize these top four: that the government provides in 2025 compulsory free boarding education in Karamoja. This is supported already by a resolution of the Parliament of Uganda, moved by the Honorable Remy Achia, the chairperson of the KPG. Secondly, livestock compensation for losses incurred during this recent phase of insecurity and cattle raids, especially in districts like Karenga, Kabong, some sub-counties like Lorengeduat, and many others that can be assessed. That the compensation by the Ministry of Tourism of persons who have lost crops to wildlife according to market values. The current regulations have put compensation of crops to a cap of 1 million, which is not the market value of crops, and that's per acre. That the government undertakes to give enterprise support to the youth and women which target specific needs, such as skills, capitalization, and necessary infrastructure like markets. On a themes basis, we have further resolved that on peace and conflict, as well as justice, that the Ministry of East African Community Affairs fast-tracks the signing and implementation of the bilateral cross-border resource sharing agreement by the governments of the Republic of Uganda and the Republic of Kenya. That we are granted permissions to integrate the traditional and formal justice system. The rationale being that we believe that the formal justice system does not fully address pressing justice issues. We further resolve that the government of Uganda increases diplomatic measures to cause the increased removal of illegal weapons in the hands of pastoralists in South Sudan, Ethiopia, and Kenya. That the government facilitates and continues to support the efforts of women towards peace through Women Peace Fora, including by delivering the First Lady's promise of a bus. That government gives amnesty to the young people who are between 3,500 to 5,000, serving several sentences in prisons around the country for crimes related to cattle rustling and disarmament. On education, we have resolved that, again, we repeat the primary plea of free, compulsory boarding education, which must be met by increased infrastructural development within the schools. We also resolve that the government supports the girls' vocational school in Matang Vocational Training School, which is on the verge of collapse because of high fees that government offers scholarships or co-funding to the school. The issue of Gulu University also came up quite prominently. The Karamoja are asking for a fully fledged regional university based in Moroto, not a college of Gulu University. On health, that the government addresses inaccessibility to health facilities, stockouts for essential drugs, and human resources to ease women's caregiving role and save them from high costs charged in private facilities. On the interaction of humans and wildlife, and in general conservation in Karamoja, we have resolved as follows: that the Uganda Wildlife Authority compensates losses to wildlife, whether human, agricultural, or other. That the Uganda Wildlife Authority implements collaborative wildlife management schemes between bordering communities and Uganda Wildlife Authority to boost economic activity and dual usage of conservation areas, and especially address emerging issues related to Pianupe Game Reserve. That the government, through the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, and Uganda Wildlife Authority undertakes containment measures on wildlife corridors. That the government enhances the sharing of benefits related to conservation, including both tangible and intangible conservation resources over our protected areas. In relation to investments in mining, we have resolved that the government of Uganda dutifully applies the Mining and Minerals Act of 2022 to ensure the rightful compensation of landowners in the region. On infrastructure, that the government of Uganda continues to prioritize the construction of infrastructure along the Uganda-Kenya border to boost cross-border trade and the economy. That the government of Uganda completes ongoing pledges to build roads on Karamoja's main arteries: A. Moroto, Kotido, Kabong, Karenga; B. Kitgum, Karenga; C. Soroti, Abim, Kotido, for now. On the need to control illicit alcohol, we have resolved that local authorities and the local police increase their efforts to raise awareness about the dangers of the consumption of illicit alcohol, including undertaking measures to control the production packaging, movement, and sale of illicit alcohol. On social issues, we've resolved that the district local governments support the finalization and implementation of ordinances and bylaws addressing child marriage, gender-based violence, FGM, and alcoholism in all 7 districts of Karamoja. To boost economic growth in the region, we have resolved that the government, through several of our financing institutions, creates economic opportunities targeting women and youth to include them in their local economy, markets to every border, and cross-border markets. That to address prevalent youth unemployment and promote economic growth, specific economic opportunities are created, and that government prioritizes the employment of the demobilized youth through affirmative action. For example, providing easier paths for recruitment to conservancy organizations, police, and us too. That in our pursuit to make a dignified living, sufficient financial instruments and support tailored to our needs is available in Karamoja. For example, special grants for reformed youth. Programs like PDM are not reaching far enough. Lastly, on food security and agriculture. To boost crop production, the government, through the Ministry of Agriculture, supplies tractors and irrigation technologies to women and youth groups in each district of the region. To undertake measures to manage livestock diseases, which are decimating most of our herds within the region and at the borderlands, and in particular, apply the One Health approach, which includes humans, livestock, and ecosystems. My Ateker people, fellow Ugandans, this is the voice of the Karamojong or Ateker during the Karamoja cultural events 2024, Karenga district. Thank you for listening, Your Excellency.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the President of the Uganda. The next program is the handover of the resolutions to you through the Minister.
Your Excellency, the resolutions for the Karamoja dialogue that have been read were meant to be handed over to the Minister of Gender, but in our own knowledge, we think this should be anchored in your office as His Excellency the President. And we are requesting that you guide us on how to present these resolutions too. Okay. The President, His Excellency has directed the PPS to receive the resolutions. So, please. Your Excellency, next in our program is a statement by the chairperson, Karamoja Cultural Association, and the handover of the flag to the district that will be hosting after Karenga. Please.
Your Excellency, thank you. Your Excellency, the President of Uganda, the Honorable Ministers, the MPs, the regional leaders, the district leaders, invited guests, all protocol observed, ladies and gentlemen. Here I'm Betty Lomuria, the chairperson, Karamoja Cultural Association. It's a volunteer position, an initiative that started way back in 2014 And you can see to date in 2024, we are here in Karenga celebrating this idea. My task is to hand over the mandate from Karenga district local government to the next district that will be hosting the event next year. This is done under the rotational approach in order to harness the whole region of Karamoja, to give an opportunity to each and everyone to see what Karamoja has. I can tell you, the President of Uganda, that all through when we started this event, we have traversed all the region, and next year we'll be going to Nakapiriprit district. Allow me to invite the leadership of Nakapiriprit district local government to come and receive the mandate. We have the flag for Karamoja Cultural Association and the guidelines that stipulate how we conduct this event. As they organize to come and receive the mandate, I have two requests to place to your office. The first one is the government of Uganda to take over funding this event. We have all seen how this event brings together the Karamojong people to celebrate our culture and our identity, which is the tourism opportunity and also economic boost to the region and to the country at large. The second one is to support in the establishment of the cultural center in Nakadanya, where we shall be having a reference point of all our cultural identity. With these few remarks, allow me to invite the Honorable Minister, Akelo Roslili, to hand over the flag and the documents to Nakapiripri District Local Government. Thank you.
Thank you so much, the chairperson of Karamoja Cultural Event. Your Excellency, last year was when the flag was handed to us as Karenga people. And this year, 2024, we are handing over to Nakapiriprit. So we are going to hand this to Nakapiriprit so that next year they celebrate.
Your Excellency, that is the tradition. Every year, the host district hands over the flag to the district that is going to host next. Honorable Anyaku Esther is taking the flag to hand over to our people of Nakapiriprit on the stage. They are waiting for the flag there. Next in our program, Your Excellency, is the area Member of Parliament for Napore West constituency in Karenga, who is coming to make his remarks, and thereafter introduce all the other members of Parliament who are present in the event. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the President of Uganda, I am Honorable Lokwang Phillips, again, the Member of Parliament for Napore West constituency. I take this part to welcome you again. And as I give my few remarks, I would request all the members of Parliament, whether from Uganda, Uganda to come forward and wave to the President. And the members are, we have Remigio Achia, who is the chairman for Karamoja Parliamentary Group. We have Nakut Faith, Woman Member of Parliament, Napak. We have Sylvia Awas, Woman Member of Parliament, Nabila Tuk. Stella Tiang, Woman Member of Parliament, Moroto. Margaret Aleper, Woman Member of Parliament, Kotido. Janet Okorimoy, Woman Member of Parliament, Abim. Komol Emmanuel, Member of Parliament, Dodos East. Eli Lokwang, MP East County. Komol Joseph, Dodo Smith, Norman Jim Ricky Ochero, Labor County, Peter Abrams Loki, GA County, Oya John Bosco, myself, Lokwang Phillips Ilukon, and Batom Ben Koryang. We have members of parliament who are also ministers. You bet.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Those are the 26 members of parliament for Karamoja, beginning from south to north where we are now. But Your Excellency, I'm the only one missing from that. Anyakun, come forward. Our senior elder, you're also needed in the photo because you're a member of parliament.
Your Excellency, the President of Uganda,
I'm going to call.
You're going to
I'll
call?
call the company. You call now.
No. Okay. Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, I am again very happy. I cannot get tired of thanking you. From the deliberations of the members, there are 3 issues that I can only outline. You promised and laid a foundation stone for the technical institute, which we are waiting and eagerly willing to employ our unemployed youth. I would also ask, as Karenga, we really need perennial crops. And being in a strategic area, which is very peculiar, we needed a high-level medical service, that is the hospital. We receive even our brothers from South Sudan, but the health center for we have may not treat all. With this, I invite the chairman, Karamoja Parliamentary Group, to greet you.
Your Excellency,
cabinet ministers present, ministers of state, my colleagues, members of parliament, the LC5 RDCs and technical people present here. In a special way, the Honorable Governor Jeremiah Napotikan and your delegation, delegation from West Pokot, delegation from South Sudan, Your Excellency, the delegation from Ethiopia is stuck somewhere because of the flowing rivers, but I think they will make it tonight. Your Excellency, before I make this remark, on a sad note, we have learned this morning of the loss of one of us, our sister, Honorable Sarah Mateke. With your permission, may I request all of us to stand for a minute of silence. May our soul rest in eternal peace. I know, Your Excellency, we grieve with you. Sarah Mateka has been a very close friend to the people of Karamoja. She was giving some scholarships in a university she started in Kisoro called Metropolitan International University. And a number of young people from this region are really mourning for the loss of such a happy, gentle soul. Your Excellency, on behalf of the leaders of Karamoja, you have heard the resolutions. We want to welcome you to this 9th edition of the Art Agricultural Gala. Your Excellency, it's an annual event where we come together to celebrate the different cultures, dressing, the food, and at the center of it is really celebrating unity. In this year, we chose to come here and embed the idea of tourism, protecting wildlife, and promoting peaceful coexistence and benefit from the tourism industry. The people of Ataka Nation, Your Excellency, you know it very well. They are in Uganda, they are in Tanzania, they are in Kenya, they are in Ethiopia, they are in South Sudan. And I'm told there is another group which is in Liberia called the Karamoja, who have the similar dialect as here in Uganda. Your Excellency, this at the center of it is the East African integration. The dream that you have really embedded in the East African community and the people of Africa. It is part of the Pan-African dream, the dream of the NRM party. And it's enshrined in our constitution that with culture we can celebrate unity, we can celebrate diversity, and culture is at the center of everything, Your Excellency. That's why some groups, because they don't know their culture, they go and imitating other people. And that's why we have problems like homosexuality, because people will start copying things that do not belong to their culture. In a special way, Your Excellency, we want to celebrate you and thank you for the strategic decision to disarm the people of Karamoja. And this is why we are here now, celebrating peace. Because without that disarmament, we would not be here. There are some people who have aggrieved the people of Karenga and probably aggrieved the other groups. They will not be happy to be here. So we celebrate you and we confirm what we did in Gulu, the motion we moved to thank you for your strategic leadership, for your clear leadership, and also to thank our gallant men and women of the UPDF for their work here. And I want to reiterate what the LC5 Karenga said. We are extremely happy with the kind of cooperation we are getting with the General Nabas and his team. He is a very good listener and he is action-oriented. Thank you for giving such young people to serve their country in this part of Karamoja. We want to thank you for this decision of disarming us. Now, Your Excellency, as you reflected and put it in the 10-point program, Karamoja needs much more than this. As Karamoja, we think we need to move to the next phase of disarmament, and that disarmament is mental. It's mental, and it has 3 phases. One is really having education. Some of us will not be speaking English, at least not for boarding primary schools, others are church schools. If we can pilot what you have been saying that you told this in Gulu, you have talked to us many times, we need truly free compulsory boarding education. And if we can start in Karamoja, it will solve two problems. One, it will solve the problem of insecurity. Yes, the problem of insecurity, because this recklessness of young people growing up and being recruited into warriors is because they think that that's the only way of life. It will also solve the problem of health, because some of these young girls, when they don't go to school, they marry early, they children producing children, and this brings us problems. So, Your Excellency, we think this is really critical. The next phase of disarmament has to focus on education and also a long-term strategy, how we deal with these other youth. They have requested for a special package. Those who have returned, they have come now. How do we really come a clear strategy out to work with the youth? Should we give them some grant? Recently, when we give them iron sheets, we found they're about 4,000 to 5,000. If we give them like 1 million each and they ask like you did it when you invited them to Rakitura, that's about 4 billion. Maybe we could start with a special grant so that we can settle these people and they do other things. And lastly, Your Excellency, I'm under pressure from my sister, the Honourable Minister. We want to thank you for the 10-year Karamoja strategic plan. And we think that if this plan is implemented, it will supplement other efforts you have done in the region, like the State House scholarships. You have been supporting some of the few people here, especially in the sciences. This will really go a long way into changing this region. What we see today is that insecurity is going away. We must focus how we can fight the insecurity of poverty and to transform this country. We want to associate you with the dream of transforming Uganda and work together with the NRM government and all of us here, this is a yellow country, to change Karamoja so that it can catch up with the rest of the country and contribute to the development and transformation of Uganda, given its wealth in terms of tourism, minerals, and other things. Briefly, Your Excellency, we have a list of, as you wrote to us 3 years ago, that you would be supporting young people who are doing sciences. Your members of Parliament have prepared that list, and I will forward it and hand over to Your Excellency. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The community polytechnic in Karenga, which can help the youth. The people of Karenga are asking, when will it be? Your Excellency, I want to thank you once again and say, the peace which we are enjoying now is because of you. And it is because of your dedication and your leadership. And I want to thank you with all the security agencies which are here, and especially the ones of Karamoja, under the leadership of your son, of your great gallant soldier, Brigadier General Don Nabasa. He has done a great job for us, Your Excellency. That's why you can see now even these warriors here. If we call one now to testify here, Your Excellency, they will tell you, Don Nabasa with these boys have done a great job. And we want to thank you, Papa, for bringing a pastoralist like us, who understands us. I'm sorry, I don't know the ranks of soldiers, but I'm told he's a major general. My apologies. So, Your Excellency, we thank you for bringing him. And he has really done what you wanted him to do for the people of Karenga, or Karamoja at large. Your Excellency, I don't want to take much time here, because I know you want to speak to your people, and your people want to listen to you. But as the people of Karamoja, Your Excellency, all these people, you even had when they made the resolution, Papa, we still want you come 2026. That is what Karamoja is saying. We want you to pacify Karamoja, to be with us until Karamoja will also be like other places. Before I call the next speaker, who is the Minister of Gender, I want to recognize our finance control, I can say it in the NRM Secretariat, Ajat Madina, She is the Director of Finance and Administration. Madam Madina, can you wave to the President? Thank you so much. We also have our elder, who has been our mentor, by the names of Honorable Pulkol David. He is our senior citizen. Please, can you wave to the President, Honorable David Pulkol? There he is, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, I want now to invite the Minister of Gender, who will come and make her remarks, and then we invite the Minister for Karamoja, who will make a few remarks, and then invite you to come and speak to your people. Honorable Minister, you're welcome.
Maata Karamjong, Maata Tekel, Your Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, Honorable Ministers present, Honorable Members of Parliament, the governors from the neighboring communities and the countries, the resident district commissioners, traditional and cultural leaders, religious leaders, chairpersons MC5, the leadership of all the districts of Karamoja, the media fraternity, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, you're most welcome to Karamoja, and specifically for this cultural event, dubbed as the 9th Karamoja Festival. I want to thank you so much for taking off your time and prioritizing this edition by your physical presence. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. I want to congratulate my sister, Honorable Rose Lily Akelo, for inviting you and insisting that you really come, and thank you for gracing her occasion. Your Excellency, this 9th edition makes the 9th round in Karamoja. We have been to every district, and every time we come to celebrate the Karamoja Culture Festival, it is this wonderful, it is this colorful. This resonates very well with Vision 2040, which reminds us that our culture, identities, is a source of strength and catalyzes economic growth and development. I wish to appreciate the initiators of this festival, which started in 2003, and we are privileged that they are still around. General Lakala, who's been around, was one of the first initiators in 2003. It started as a small grouping of the Kamajong in Kampala. Honorable Peter Abraham was one of them, and is also still around. And the Honorable Remigius Achul and Honorable Pulkol. All of them were part of the first initiators of this Karamoja Culture Festival. In 2014, it moved to the youth, and the youth leaders who were part of this event that took it up to every district are also here. I wish I could stand up for recognition. All those whose names I have mentioned, including the youth, there are about 6 youth, and they are still around. Please stand up for recognition. We are here because you started a very good initiative, and we are here to emulate your example and pacify it, move it even further. They are standing over there, but if you could just step up in front a little, so that the rest of the community recognizes your effort. You can see the Karatuna man is still there with his nice cut. And others, where have you ever been, the young people? I think it needs to be translated in
Yeah, talo Maria Betty, Longoli Apalache Bakare, Alakas Joseph, Ulpani Jagnete, KTA 2014. Appear Dania. Ayakane.
He has represented them. Your Excellency, this event is held on a rotational basis in the 9 districts of Karamoja sub-region as a testimony to your commitment to protecting, preserving their rich cultural heritage, promoting unity among the Kamajon communities. Last year, this event was held in Napak district, and I want to appreciate the local government that gave us a good reception. Your Excellency, let me join the people of Karamoja and the entire Ateke community to most sincerely thank you for the financial support you have extended to this culture event, without which this function would not be as colorful as it is now. We have been here for 5 days. From 2nd, which was Monday, to day 7th, we have enjoyed the dances, the culture expo, the cuisine, the dressing. I wish Honorable Nyakudu could come here. It is the first time I see people putting on double color stockings, which is really very meaningful. Honorable Nyakudu, you can see our stockings, Your Excellency. The rest of the community is just putting on that way. And I wanted to ask even Honorable Batong, these are ministers and members of parliament. But this is a symbol of peace. One buys a pair of stockings, shares with another, and from that day forthwith is like they have exchanged the cow, and they become permanent friends. Your Excellency, I wish to thank you and your leadership for the continued support you have extended to all gazetted traditional culture institutions in this financial year. These institutions will go a long way to preserve the valued culture, the norms, the practices, and expressions that are dearly cherished in Africa. It will also strengthen the capacity of the institutions to mobilize their communities to engage in programs that are geared towards socio-economic transformation. I also take this opportunity to thank the Karamoja Culture Association leadership for initiating the culture event, which started in 2014 to now. It's now a factor of unity, not only among the Karamojong, because it has now extended to the Ateke cluster. It brings the Ugandans, Kenyans, South Sudanese, and Ethiopians together, and their presence is really a clear testimony. Your Excellency, allow me to introduce to you Mr. Samuel Konkof Koroma. He was introduced before, but we need to emphasize and applaud the role he played. This gentleman comes from Sierra Leone. Between 2010 to 2012, he started an initiative called Building Bridges for Peace in Karamoja. He also led the track of the cross-border trade that we have between Uganda and the Turkana. And we really appreciate you for the job well done. Your Excellency, allow me to furthermore appreciate the leadership of Karamoja community, the honorable members of parliament. All the members of parliament have been around for the 4 days we have been here. Our presence here has transformed Karenga district. Each room here has been at 150,000 shillings. And why would they charge 150,000 shillings? If you come as a minister, as a member of parliament, 150 or 200,000 shillings, because you can afford. Another person at a lower rate. But it has changed and transformed many people here. We wish we could digitalize this activity, because from Tuesday when I first set foot here, I did not know whether it was the day the president was coming or not, because everybody had assembled. And the numbers have kept increasing from that time to date. If we could only digitalize this event to know the numbers, then we'll be able to plan appropriately next time. Your Excellency, I'd like to appreciate you for ensuring that the indigenous communities are represented in Parliament. If it wasn't for you, Your Excellency, the Ik and the Tepet perhaps would not have a constituency member of Parliament. We really appreciate you for taking that very strong and bold decision to raise the fame and name of these communities that we are not aware about. The Ik today here are about 200. Their leader, their constituency member of parliament, brought in about 200 people, and they have been here from 2nd up to now. And the members of parliament really appreciate you for supporting your people, because we could not accommodate them or feed them, but you have done the role. You have partially done part of that work, including transportation. Some of the members of parliament attack their pockets to ensure that their people come. However, Your Excellency, there is an indigenous community called the Benets, who were left out during the Constitution formation in 1962. We really request Your Excellency for their inclusion in the Constitutional review. These people live around Mount Elgon. Your Excellency, during our 5 days interaction with the community and the individuals here, there are issues of cultural institutions that has been mooted. The issue of coming up with one leader. The issue of coming up with one leader to make a king. Since the Karamoja do not have it in their culture, we pray that we handle it in a manner that we really package it well so that their cultural identities are maintained, so that we do not raise conflicts among them. And this we shall handle, Your Excellency, with your guidance and the Ngarkarkiti. Your Excellency, the Karamoja Annual Culture Festival is a precursor event for the Grand Article Reunion Festival that will bring together all the Article-speaking communities, who include the Turkana, the Toposa, the Nyangaton, the Eteso, the Ngakalmajong, spanning across diverse ethnic groups from Ethiopia, South Sudan, Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. Thank you, Excellency, for approving this year's convention of the Article Reunion Festival, which will be hosted in November 2024 in Soroti City for the first time. We pray that this becomes a rotational program in the neighboring countries. Your Excellency, the peace and security we are enjoying today in the country cannot be taken for granted. We must continue to preserve the security and unity of our people under a wise leadership. It is one thing that came out within all the different groupings, the youth, the women, the persons with disabilities, the elderly, all these groupings stayed together and they were emulating the example, and they were happy that for once there is peace, they can speak to each other and discuss on issues, even those that are so tough can be discussed. We wish to further commend the organizers for participating in big numbers and the sponsors. We have had other development partners that have supported us in making this event very colorful. We are proud of the people of Karamoja for your dedication and enthusiasm, and for always standing up in large numbers to celebrate your cherished culture. Allow me, Excellency, to once again appreciate you for the love of the people of Karamoja, for the financial support you have provided towards the organization of this year's Karamoja Annual Cultural Festival, which is a precursor event for the Article Festival. I thank the development partners, my technical team from the Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development, for the work well done. I bring apologies from Her Excellency the Vice President, Her Excellency Major Jessica Alupo Appiel, the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Anita Mong, the Prime Minister, Robin Adabanja, and the Minister of Gender, Labor and Social Development, Honorable Betty Amongi, for their inability to be here because of the death of our sister, Honorable Sarah Mateke. They are busy preparing for her send-off. So they were unable to make it here, but their spirits are within us. I therefore take this opportunity to invite Honorable Peter, the Honorable Minister, Peter Lokeris, to make his remarks before he invites His Excellency the President. I thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, Your Excellency. In our tradition as the Karamojons, when the elders always come and be with the rest, and when we have such a culture, we always dress our elders. And Your Excellency, the elders of Karamoja had got some gifts and dressings for you, but I know you will advise accordingly. But now, before I give to our elder, the women of Karenga had got some dressings for the elder and the ministers. So, Honorable Minister of Karamoja Affairs, after you, after Mzee, then we shall dress you. You're welcome.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, and all those in attendance. Your Excellency, I must salute you. From the beginning of your entry into this country and taking over power, you decided to bring back the institutions of regional leaders, which had already been abolished. We thank you for that. You did say these leaders, if they do a good job, because they represent societies, they will bring sanity and peace in the country and promote unity. That's what you have been seeing and singing since that time up to now. Your Excellency, you are most welcome to attend this. I would like first to introduce
insisting that the county commissioner, the government, if their enemies will be killed, but they accepted. They came, then they were hosted by the county commissioner and agreed that you go and talk with the Karamoja in Lokriama for a number of days you want. And then they came there, the Karamoja were invited, and Yalau was a chief in Moroto, Mathenik came with this group, and then they met at Lokriama. There was not even a single, only villages in the bush in Lokriama. There was nothing development that had taken place there. Then they discussed, during the dry season, you moved to Uganda. Because in Uganda, when it rains, Naseniko, you move down to Kenya. That's what the tradition I've been doing up to today. It's over 50 years. So now, Lokriama Peace Accord, which is celebrated every year. It was Mazeniko that time, but if you see it written, it is Karamojong, between Karamojong and Turkana, the whole territory of Karamojong, the whole Turkanas, so that it's not seen as if it was only Mazeniko and Lokriama Peace Accord has now given birth to Bongolore, which we invite all the Karamojong every year. So that is the essence. I just say this because, Your Excellency, you love peace. It's better to hear the genesis of all that. So thank you so much, Your Excellency.
Thank you, Your Excellency. That is how we realized that we should be meeting all the time. When I came also to be appointed in the 80s, I visited the area. Then we said, this is very good. Then it went to have meetings in Lokriama with their name, code name, Tobongolore. When we were having meetings of Tobongolore in Lokriama, we realized that we cannot always come to Lokriama. Let us get chapters. We created the chapter for Karamoja with Iteso, the Turkana themselves, then the Dogiros of South Ethiopia, and then the Topoda of South Sudan. And then we started now moving up and down, and that's why we are here. But it has got real momentum. We are now moving. We say our chapters and events must be revolving all over Karamoja. And that's what we say. We also attend the honors of Iteso and group. That's how we are here. Now, what is only important are these people to be talking all the time. Thank you, Your Excellency, for appointing me a minister for Karamoja, this time full. The other time I was there, when we were examining the Karamojong, I was the Minister of State. But I want to be given my legs to move and move everywhere in the region and in neighbors. But I have not been able to do that. We shall discuss that one in Kampala. We admire you. We in Karamoja, we are not seeing any president yet. It is you. No problem. Now, Your Excellency, people here are waiting to hear your voice. The advisory and the voice of a statesperson. May I invite you to address them, Your Excellency.
Karamoja ni karekile tebunia ekapolo na kivirioro papa. Ayo toro ni ko ngulitek. Oi ta koi.
Mata Karamoja. Alakaranoy. Somebody translate in Karamoja. The honorable ministers.
Minister Dadalu Yagadene.
Members of Parliament,
MP,
all the other leaders, and all the wananchi.
Uganda.
I want to congratulate you on this cultural festival. It is good that you insist on your culture. It is also good that you know the linkages among the different tribes. It In the 1960s, some of the parties were emphasizing the tribes, religion, and so on. And they were saying that you many tribes and so on. But we didn't see the many tribes they were talking about. We saw only 4 tribes, 4 linguistic groups in Uganda. Group 1 was the Bantu. These people, all the way from here up to South Africa, they speak the same language, Bantu language. South Africa, just a different way of speaking the same language. Some of them you can follow without any problem. Like me, a Nyankore speaker, I can follow Uganda, Runyoro, Rutoro, Ruchiga, the languages of Tanzania, Kinyarwanda, Kirundi, without any translation. I can even pick words, individual words from what Mandela says in South Africa. And people from Cameroon. Therefore, one linguistic group of Uganda are the Bantu. The other second group are the Nilotics. They are Choris, the Langi, the Arur, the Kumam, the Etul who are here, the Abim, and the ones in Congo, and the Ruos in Kenya. These are just one group. A group of Yare, Ikedin Kashol, Ikedin Tualote, Tarito Burdane, Nilangoe, Niluing India, Kenya, Kanishelu Yakatare, Sudanama. Then you have the Nile, what do you call it, the Nilo-Hamitic. Nilo-Hamitic, that means you people. What the Ateker? The Iteso, the Karamoja, the Turkana, the groups in South Sudan, the Topotha. So that is the third group. The third group, the fourth group are what they call the Sudanic. In Uganda, these are the Lugubara and the Madi, then they go into Congo. Now, all these four have one common language. This is Swahili, which is a non-tribal language. So therefore, I am happy to see that you recognize one of the bricks that builds the oneness of Africa. However, you need to know, because culture is not only language, it is language, it is food, it is customs, it is many things. Now, if you look at culture in a broad way, you will see that it must grow and be dynamic. And what causes culture to grow is science. Now, science means understanding nature more. God made natural laws around us to help us live better. When the Karamoja women are winnowing millet, they are using scientific laws of nature. Pressure and gravity. The wind is blowing pressure. The husks have got different density. The millet is dense, so it goes down, the husks go away because they are light. So it's not true that Africans did not use science. They use a lot of science, but they need to do more and more and more. Therefore, when you talk of culture, don't talk of static culture, that you are stuck where you were yesterday, you must remain there. That's wrong.
Ma'am, temo tulo ngaren.
I am a modernized Munyankore.
Arawi abalaka diko dani ngedi anakalang kole kama araya to ari ni alodi ngaren.
I've got a lot of Banyankore science which I use.
Ayen ngi nga wodi yo nga kiliyo ngona nyankole muna halala. Ne tiya ngedi
and customs.
Kangitalio.
The Banyankore don't agree to marry within the clan.
Kweni bana danga nyankole mam ngi pedoro yo akit ikoni yenet.
You must go and marry from another clan.
Apekwara ikokwa etongani che na perita che na tekera che.
This is science.
Rabarinya olo.
This is to avoid inbreeding,
Rabarinya tamare ngi wuri amagi no di bono taka peli borengini.
which the Banyankore call obtemane.
Balinga balangi ka duku bana kito keche boko obtemane.
So that must be maintained because it is correct science.
Iyo ko ngara na ko temuna re ra na luwo no kin. Temono gido ngona ko temuna tamun tarani ni kwit.
And we should tell other people in the world who marry their relatives that that's very dangerous.
Only Mogul nine, Bangano, Tinuli Yaka, and Papa with William Adamara, right? Putting ya up Bangao. I would imagine when he ended the pay.
But Banyankore also had a defective science of drinking milk without boiling it. They didn't know that this world has got what you see and what you don't see. The milk you drink may contain microbes which may harm you. Microbes of TB, microbes of worms. There's a disease called brucellosis, which causes abortion in cows. It can affect human beings also. Because it has got worms in it or other microbes. So therefore, as we talk of culture, we must audit the culture, see which is scientifically correct and see relevant and which one needs to be done away with. I have helped you with science. I can boast. You, the Karamoja, I have helped you. I came here in 1980 to campaign for my party called UPM. I held a rally in Moroto. But as I was campaigning, I said, how many are the Karamojong? The population of Karamoja. You can check, 1980, you were 190,000. The whole of Karamoja, which is bigger than Belgium, had a population of 190,000. And yet you are marrying many women. So where were the children going? Many children were dying from diseases. but also from war. So when the NRM took over, we immunized you. Immunized the children. You, the Karachuna, how many of you are immunized? Put up your hands. Now they are all leaving because of NRM. Because we are immunizing you now against 13 diseases. Diseases which are killing children like measles, polio, but there are also others which cause problems for especially the girls, like for instance cancer of the uterus. All the young girls should be immunized against the cancer. So therefore, when you talk of culture with science. If we check something and we find scientifically not correct, it must stop. Like the Pokot, do they circumcise girls? Yes. Are they like the Sebe?
Yes, yes, Excellency.
Bad. Marach. What do you call bad in Karamoja?
Rono.
The science of circumcising you girls is wrong science. And it causes a lot of problems for the girls who are circumcised, even the children they produce. This is the first point about culture. It is important, but it must be audited